Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back for another YouTube video. So in this video guys, like the title says, I'm going to try and show you why I believe Bitcoin could hit, wait for it, $100,000 in the year 2021. And for those of you that haven't realized yet, 2021 is a couple of days away. Christmas is here. This year has been an absolute blur. We are now entering 2021, where I believe Bitcoin is in its fourth stage and is going to hit $100,000. So without further ado, guys, let me show you exactly why I believe Bitcoin is going to hit this price. Guys, I promise you this is not clickbait. I know it might sound it, but what I'm going to do, guys, is show you the logarithmic chart for Bitcoin, which is sort of the chart that best shows the overall trend for Bitcoin, which is continuing in an upwards trend. It's a macro bull, essentially. If you look at the sort of normal Bitcoin price chart, when you sort of get to the sort of lower end of 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, you can't even really see it unless you sort of zoom in. So the logarithmic chart really gives you a sort of good overview of where everything is and how the sort of cycles are working out. So what I've done, guys, is, and I apologize about all the colors on the screen. I hope this isn't too confusing for you guys to sort of look at. I believe that Bitcoin works in a 4-year cycle. Essentially, you have 2 years in a bear market and 2 years in a bull market, and it tends to coincide exactly with the new year. So in 2017, round about the new year is when we really confirmed that we were in a bear market. That bear market then continued, in my opinion, all the way to sort of 2019. Well, to 2020, sorry. Round about 2020, I believe we sort of broke out of it. Yes, here we all know what kind of happened here with Bitcoin and its price. Everything sold off very hard because of the sort of uncertainty in the markets at that time, understandably. But what then happens after your 2-year bear market is you enter a 2-year bull market, and it's kind of in stages. Stage 1 is sort of where you really sort of decline. Stage 2, you sort of bottom off. Stage 3, you sort of start to make that sort of ascent upwards, and stage 4, which I believe is 2021, around the corner we are entering it, is where the price of Bitcoin goes parabolic, guys. And it's not just this cycle. I'm basing this cycle on previous cycles. So if we look in 2014, the same thing happened. Now, what sort of led up was 2017. You had your sort of parabola, you had your sort of blow off of the bull market, and we reached all-time highs. From that, you sunk down. You enter the bear market for 2 years, then you enter the bull market for 2 years, guys. And we've only really just recently achieved, with the close of this year, the first year of the bull market. The second year is where the real gains are made, and you can see that if we look at previous cycles, guys. Let's look at the last 4-year cycle. So from 2013, you had your sort of blow off top end of the bull market. 2014, you enter the bear market where you sell off from your all-time highs. You then bottom out in 2015, only to start sort of moving on higher up in 2016, and then 2017 is your parabola, your FOMO. You're making your money, you're buying your Lamborghinis or whatever the hell you're doing with your money, and then you enter the 2018 bear market, and it sort of plays out. And we are in that fourth stage, guys, where the parabola begins, the FOMO begins, the real money is made in the crypto market. And we can even go back further. Like I said, there's only sort of a limited time period on here, sort of towards the end of 2011. Bitcoin isn't, for those of you guys that don't know, Bitcoin has only been around since 2009, and I don't really think it was kept, certainly by traders and stuff, it wasn't really logged on charts. But it kind of, coincides. The last sort of bull market that we had before 2000, not bull market, sorry, the last sort of parabolic stage that we had was 2013, which was mimicked in 2017, and I believe is going to be mimicked in 2021, guys. And if we just take a quick look, at the sort of percentages that were made in this fourth stage, the parabola stage, the FOMO stage, that in 2013 we made roughly 100x. We went from roughly, let's take a rough figure here, about $12 all the way up to over well, let's say $1,100. So basically roughly 100x. Then in 2017 we go from about $750 all the way up to about $19,600. So roughly a 20x. These are rough, these aren't exact percentages, guys, but what seems to happen to me is it tends to be 1/5 of the previous sort of percentage gains made in the fourth phase. So if you take that logic, if we sort of top out at the end of the year around about $20,000 US, 1/5 of a 20x would be a 5x, putting Bitcoin at around about $100,000 per Bitcoin. Guys, I think this is absolutely possible. If you look at you can also sort of time the cycles around about the halving and how that moves. There's something called the Bitcoin rainbow price chart here, which sort of equates the halvings and what sort of comes after that. Typically round about after you've had the halving, you might dip slightly, but you'll sort of, that's where you start to sort of make your run upwards. There's plenty of indicators to sort of support this, but this is really my theory, and this is how I think that things are going to go. I don't want any of you to miss out on this fourth stage. I don't want any of you guys to be sat there in 2022 thinking, I wish I'd bought Bitcoin at the start of 2021. Because if there's any way, guys, that you can move the financial needle in your favor, guys, I believe cryptocurrencies are it. I've taken that gamble for myself, and it has worked, guys. I am telling you, this is not clickbait. I am not making money off YouTube. That's not why I'm doing this, essentially. I'm doing this to get the word out to as many of you people out there as possible. Life is hard, or can be hard. Anything that can make it a little bit easier for you guys and is a free gift from me to you, I'm willing to give, guys. I mean that. So let's just take a quick recap, guys. In 2013, when we had our last sort of 2017 end to the bull market, the parabolic stage, we made 100x. Then in 2017 we made a 20x. I believe in 2021 we're going to make a 5x, and from where we are now takes us roughly to around about $100,000 US, guys. Do not miss out, guys. This doesn't only apply for Bitcoin, this applies for all the other coins. When that FOMO happens, money is pouring into the markets at a rapid rate, and altcoins catch this. It's no coincidence that in this fourth stage, all the altcoins seem to do the similar sort of thing and move drastically. Guys, I'm going to make a super long video about this in the future. I want you guys to get the word out to as many people as possible about what's to come, guys. If you have liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos. If you haven't and you disagree with me, please leave a comment letting me know so that we can at least have a conversation about this. Because honestly, guys, I don't see how this is going to go any other way. Yes, there are discrepancies. There are changes in the market. Nobody really knew. Your sort of average guy didn't know what Bitcoin was in 2017. But to me, that's and of course the market wasn't as established and as big as it was. But that's why I believe we get the sort of drop in percentages, whereas we'll go from a 2017 to 20x to a, well, sort of more than 20x to a 5x this year, because the market's bigger and it takes more money to move it. However, guys, I actually think, in my personal opinion, I think we could go significantly higher than 100,000. But for the purpose of this video, guys, we're going to focus on 100,000, 5x. Being very, very possible. I personally think that there's a lot more money, it's a lot more built up. We have institutions, we have establishments, we have we even have governments. If you look at Iran and how they're kind of using Bitcoin to get around sanctions and stuff like that, and using the US dollar, the world reserve currency, I could go on and on, guys. But if you've liked this video, please leave me a like and subscribe. If not, leave me a comment, let me know. You can also comment if you have liked the video, but either or, guys, it's totally up to you. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Let's all be in this together in 2021. Let's all make money together, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a brilliant day.